Hello everyone. Welcome back to Royal Insider Secrets. Today is January 14th, 2026, and right now the British monarchy is facing one of its most decisive moments in decades. Prince William has quietly brought in a very senior military strategist, someone palace insiders are referring to in private as the war general, and the move has sent shockwaves through royal circles. Many believe this is part of a deliberate plan to prepare for William to take the throne much sooner than the public has been led to expect. King Charles is 77. He's been fighting cancer since the beginning of 2025. What started as a routine procedure revealed something far more serious. Reports describe an advanced tumor that hasn't responded well to treatment. By early 2026, people very close to the palace were privately confirming the situation is terminal. The king's official schedule has been cut to almost nothing. Last year he managed fewer than 50 public appearances compared with over 200 the year before. He still appears when he can, showing real courage, but everyone inside the institution understands the clock is ticking. While Charles fights his private battle, Prince William has stepped forward in a way we've never quite seen before. At 43, the Prince of Wales is now carrying the overwhelming majority of the monarchy's most important duties. Royal commentators, palace sources, and even some veteran courtiers are already describing him as king in all but name. He's making the major decisions, shaping long-term strategy, and preparing the institution for whatever comes next. And then came the most talked-about appointment in months. In the last few weeks, William has added a top-tier military figure to his closest circle, a real crisis commander with battlefield experience and a reputation for winning under the worst possible conditions. This isn't a ceremonial role or a polite advisor. This is someone who thinks in terms of strategy, contingencies, risk assessment, and decisive action. So why does the future king need a war general right now? The threats are real and mounting. Prince Andrew's scandals still damage the brand. The Harry and Meghan story refuses to fade, producing regular headlines and legal developments. Republican movements are gaining real momentum in Australia, Jamaica, Belize, and several other Commonwealth countries. Public support in Britain remains reasonably strong, but it's more fragile than it's been in a long time. And above everything else hangs the increasingly serious health situation of the current monarch. Many observers now believe William isn't simply waiting for the natural succession. He's putting together what some people are privately calling a war room, a tightly run operation to protect the monarchy across every front: media, public opinion, internal stability, security, and long-term survival. Bringing in a high-level military strategist is being seen as the strongest signal yet that William intends to be ready for anything. So is there a concrete plan to replace King Charles? Succession planning has clearly accelerated since late 2025. William is already running most of the show. Reports suggest Charles is privately uneasy about the narrative that his son is effectively in charge, yet he keeps delegating more responsibility. Some experienced royal watchers believe this could eventually lead to an abdication in 2026, despite Charles's previous statements that he would never step aside. Others expect a gentler transition where William takes full control of operations while Charles keeps the title for as long as he's able. Whatever path it takes, the direction is clear. William is not leaving anything to chance. He's recruiting the sharpest strategic minds he can find. He's strengthening every defense. And he's positioning both himself and the monarchy for either the smoothest possible handover or the toughest possible fight to survive. If this approach succeeds, King William V could look very different from what came before. A modern monarch shaped by years of navigating public crises, comfortable making fast decisions, backed by serious strategic planning in an era when institutions can lose relevance overnight. Of course, that raises big questions. Will this level of preparation create new tensions inside an already fragile family? How will the public, many of whom still feel genuine warmth toward Charles as the gentle, nature-loving king, respond if the change arrives faster and more decisively than expected? Right now the palace is saying nothing officially, but the signals are unmistakable. This isn't just another staff appointment. It's a statement. The rules have changed. The throne is no longer something you simply wait to inherit. It's something that must be defended and secured. What do you think? Is William right to prepare this thoroughly? Does the monarchy need this kind of strategic mindset in 2026? Or does it feel too calculated, too militaristic for an institution that's supposed to represent tradition and continuity? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. I read them all. If this update opened your eyes, please hit like, share it with your royal watching friends, and subscribe so you don't miss what happens next. This year is going to be historic. Until the next update, stay informed.